What's up, guys? It is 4/27, 2024. I'm just doing a market review for Thursday and Friday. I totally forgot to do them this week. So, not forgot, but I um, just didn't have time. So, we opened up the day on some news, and I always look for news targets to be revisited at some point in the day or the next day, some point soon. And it looks like that the opening was here. Maybe we went up and then shot down pretty hard and this turned into like some climactic activity here. And this is the bottom of a larger channel. So I anticipated for us to go up at a pretty high probability. So what I was looking for here was an anti-pattern setup, which set up on this bar here. I think I entered on the 1 minute, so this was a little bit delayed, this entry. No, actually, excuse me, what I did for this entry was I took the 50% line here and I went ahead and set my 50% right there. As you can see, that lined up with the 50% pretty nicely. I was waiting for a limit order to come in and it did. Let me line that up one more time for you. Just a bunch of shit on the screen. There you go. So you see that lines up with my entry pretty nicely, that green line. So yeah, the entry hit, and I had my stop just below here, one tick below, and that turned out to be a good trade, no problem. And then I was like, I'm probably not going to trade the rest of the day. But then I saw a constant hitting of the top of the band, and then I kind of knew that. Remember what I said earlier, that these were targets. This was a target for the open of that news, and then the other target was a measured move just up here. So you could see the take profit zone. Let me zoom in. The take profit is exactly this wick here. That's what created that wick, was taking profits. And I had this trade on. There was a nice solid momentum bar on the 1 minute that I was going to put it one tick below here, but to reduce risk, I had it just one tick below that momentum bar on the 1 minute. Let me dive in to show you what I mean. I just hate switching time frames because you sort of get lost here. Here we go. So here's that momentum bar. It's a beautiful bar, and I put it one tick below, expecting buyers to be there or in this general area if price goes against me. So the take profit was pretty strong. It was stronger than I expected. The bulls didn't come back in. The bears kind of took over for a little bit, like 1, 2, and then like a third leg down that they had. Eventually pushing back up with super strong momentum, but I missed. So I ended up moving. I didn't like this wick here. I didn't like the way that this worked out. And on the 5 minute, it was looking kind of weak at the top here, and this bar really threw me off. So I saw this bar. I moved just below this bar, my stop. And then I saw this bar happen, and then I went ahead and moved my stop to break even, and it knocked me out at break even. Didn't lose any money on the trade, didn't win any money, but ultimately, if I just would have left my stop where it was, that would have been a nice take profit. And also to note, I knew this was going to be a target, but the way that this was pulling back and the fact that it was also the measured move target, I figured bears were going to just come in and take over. So I didn't think we were going to reach here until the next day, but it turns out that we did. And that was my last trade. There was another setup here and one more here. This was some climactic stuff happening, so you could have looked overnight if you were trading that. But ultimately, that was pretty much a trading day on Thursday. Friday, I was talking to some people earlier, and we just saw this massive consolidation here. We saw this climactic activity, but didn't really think anything was going to happen from it, right? And we got volatility at the open and really no setups all day. If you were a range trader, this might have been a good day for you, but for me, I just completely avoided. I barely looked at the screen on Friday, to be honest, so that's why we didn't get a recap on Friday. So here is me doing Thursday, Friday together. But yeah, trading at a 90% clip right now. It's been really nice. And you can see if you look back at all my days how nicely marked up they are. So I highly suggest you guys do the same. It'll give you more insight on what's happening in the market and give you more insight into like the days ahead and where you're at in the current day. So best of luck trade, guys.